Europe, a continent that once led the world in science and innovation, is now at risk of sleeping through the next revolution. While the Curies, the Einsteins, and the visionaries of the past once shaped the future today, could Europe be lulled into complacency by its own golden history, while the new generation battery race explodes ahead in the US and China? In this video, we'll explore where the EU stands in this fierce global tech battle, and whether it still has a chance to lead, or if it's destined to fall behind. Lithium-ion batteries have become the beating heart of electric vehicles and renewable energy storage. Without them, the transition to clean energy would be nearly impossible. Globally, China currently accounts for around 75% of lithium-ion battery production. The US, though a latecomer, is accelerating rapidly thanks to the Inflation Reduction Act, channeling tens of billions of dollars into battery and EV production. And Europe? Once the cradle of scientific and industrial revolutions, can it continue to play a leading role in the new battery era? Or is it falling behind? Starting with production, China virtually dominates the entire supply chain. Companies like CATL, BYD, and CALB not only supply the domestic market, but also export worldwide. They benefit from scale, low costs, and advanced manufacturing. The US, despite starting late, is building multiple gigafactories with Tesla, LG, SK On, and joint ventures like Ultium Cells. The IRA acts as a catalyst, drawing private capital and high-tech investment, helping the US catch up. Europe, with Northvolt, ACC, and Verkor, is participating as well. However, many projects have been delayed or shifted capital to the US due to high production costs and limited access to raw materials. Today, the EU represents roughly 8% of global battery production, a modest figure compared to China and the US. Policy plays a crucial role in this race. The US employs a strategy of incentives and protection, including tax credits, financial support, and domestic production requirements. China pursues a long-term strategy, controlling the entire supply chain from raw materials to cell and module production, creating a formidable competitive edge. Europe, on the other hand, focuses on sustainability. The EU battery regulation, introduced in 2023, emphasizes producer responsibility, traceability, and recycling. While this provides an environmental advantage, it may slow the race in production capacity and scale as global competitors surge ahead. In technology, China leads with LFP, sodium-ion batteries, and battery swapping solutions, producing high volumes while innovating flexible usage models. The US is experimenting with solid-state batteries, developing Tesla's 4,680 cells with higher energy density and lower costs, alongside advanced research from QuantumScape and Solid Power. Europe, although lacking a major breakthrough, focuses on low-carbon batteries with long life cycles and efficient recycling. Northvolt exemplifies this commitment to green batteries. It's a sustainable path, but is it enough to compete on production speed and market share? Recycling and supply chain transparency are Europe's strengths. The EU requires producers to ensure batteries are recovered and recycled efficiently. By 2027, all batteries must have a battery passport, disclosing composition, raw material origins, and carbon footprint. The US is also expanding recycling through companies like Redwood Materials and Li-Cycle, but without the EU's strict regulatory framework. China recycles on an industrial scale, though environmental transparency is limited. A major challenge for Europe is that most lithium, cobalt, and graphite must be imported, increasing costs and reliance on international partners. In summary, China dominates in production and supply chain control. The US is rapidly advancing through incentives and high-tech innovation. Europe excels in sustainability, recycling, and regulatory transparency, but remains weak in production volume and raw material access. The question is, Can Europe lead the green battery race, or will it remain a follower in the power and scale race? The answer depends on how well it balances technological innovation, production, and sustainability. Do you think Europe should focus on ramping up production or leading in green technology? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for the latest deep dives on global energy and technology trends.